Okay guys, welcome to the end of the week video, and what a weekend it has been. New games, old games, time off, time quiet just for myself, and actually probably did me some good just to have a little bit of downtime, because you know what? So many businesses now, this is the opening message, so I can say whatever I want. So many businesses now are trying to effectively, like, colonize every single second of our day. But I think it's actually really important that you take just a lot of time for yourself sometimes. And as a streamer, and you know, when you work also, that's important. That's important. So today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. And first, I just wanted to talk about 3 things that are related to streaming and not, well, just affect content. So first, actually, you know what? 4 things. First of all, Tactics Ogre. I'm going to be starting an actual YouTube playthrough very soon, and I'll be uploading those videos. I might stream some of them, but for the most part, they're probably just going to be recorded videos and uploaded, because that's way easier for me to just keep making progress on. So if you want to be a character in that, just leave your character's name and class, provided that it's appropriate, because it's going to be on stream, right, and on video. Secondly, been playing this. This is amazing. This game is just one of my favorite games of the year. It's absolutely awesome. It has quite possibly just one of my favorite weapons of all time. No spoilers, but absolutely just phenomenal game. Love it. Next up, started playing this weekend. Yeah, that's right. I got this finally. And boy, technical issues abound, but still pretty enjoyable. I actually just enjoy playing it. And that is a good thing. Blah, 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 performance issues, blah, blah. All right, and fourth and final thing, as I chuck that away, is talking about this. My Nintendo Switch has given up the ghost. It no longer, I mean, it works. You can see it's on right now, but it no longer outputs video, period. It charges fine. I've opened up my Nintendo Switch to actually clean the inside in case there was issues with that. Turns out that there wasn't. But yeah, replacing it would require soldering, so it's just not happening. So, and I'm not buying a new Switch right now, unless the YouTube and Twitch channel becomes massively more profitable in the next little while, because it's just financially not feasible for me with some of the stuff I have going on for myself outside this year. So apologies to everyone that annoys, but yeah, there you go. So this week, we got Yuffie. I am going to do a video about Yuffie only, and what I think her team compositions and everything will look like. But I do want to talk about something Wotv related, and I'm probably just going to do an end of the week arena video featuring Mr. Happy himself, Sephiroth. But to do the Wotv stuff in this video, so that we can call a Wotv video, I wanted to show this. So I have my Sephiroth. My Sephiroth is now level 140. And one of the things I thought would be interesting was just looking at the friend unit stats. Because, okay, so here's a level 140 friend unit on JP currently. These are the stats we are looking at, you know, 105 speed, 7,000. Like, we've seen these stats before, we've seen these resistances before, but I wanted to compare just like attack, because mine is now level 140, so we can look across the board. So let's just hop over here, and I do think I need to switch one of his passives, because I do believe, yeah, I have the attack up passive from Soldier. So let's run that. And this is kind of the end point and difference. Now, I guess another difference is the fact that I have the Ifrit vision card, whereas he has the Sephiroth vision card. And the Sephiroth vision card does have more attack. But taking a look at this, I think that this is really important to highlight what friend units will be going forward. As you can see, these are these stats, and this weekend I was actually able to awaken my Sephiroth. So if we go in here and look here, now I've reincarnated him only a couple of times because that was the amount of resources I was willing to spend. You can see on the right hand side here a little bit of the type of attack and stats he can gain. Maximum, less HP than some of the other units, but considerably more attack than I've seen from my other two awakenings. And that's not really anything that incredible. It is notable, but it's, it's pretty much expected. And you can see where the stars have ended up, just a wide variety of stuff. But this, I think, highlights what the friend units look like, basically in terms of, well, this unit has been awakened, right? Like if you look at Amneris is level 140, and Sephiroth is 140. And what does that exactly mean for the stats versus the potential of a unit? And getting past even the fact that, just looking at the way this unit's set up doesn't exactly mesh with what I want to do. Like just building him in a different way, I think ends up being considerably more just better kind of thing. So like here, even doing a few of those changes, you can see here's his stats here with this Esper and everything. And of course some things will change, but now we take a look at mine with the TMR build, and you can see what the stats end up being otherwise. And I think overall I'm quite happy with the builds. Sephiroth is just really powerful. Like I've been playing around with a few different ideas. One thing that I was considering doing as well is potentially slotting in the fighter passive, because it's HP and attack. It's a kind of nice balance. Like if you just throw, like for instance, the soldier passive in, I mean, you lose a good amount of speed, you lose a little bit of mobility, and you lose some resistance against other types. And it feels like HP would actually be a good middle ground. I mean, speed is always nice, and with what we're looking at here between Odin and a TMR sword, you're looking at just a lot of extra firepower. So with that being said, to close out for the final time, because I think at this point I've just kind of done enough testing on Sephiroth. I mean, probably, like I said, the last thing I would really like to do is probably some non-talking arena videos, because I think it would be interesting for people to see where he ends up. So let's just really quickly, we're just going to build a team here. And we're going to do basically for... Oh wait, this is not what I wanted, right? Well, we'll just... Where was it? It's not that one. It's not that one. Yeah, this was the actual Sephiroth one that we were running earlier. But we were going to run like... Yeah, you know what? Engelbert is kind of issue, but Snow here is no particular slouch, especially when it comes to slashing resistance. So just to show off the difference one final time in terms of a theoretical testing, that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump in here and just see the difference of a damage build between a couple of Sephiroths against a Snow. Run a couple of buffs, because why not? Give that nice little boost there. We do have to wait for approximately 1,000 units to have their turn, but it's all right. But yeah, overall, I feel pretty happy with the way Sephiroth turned out. I will make mention that... I'll just get rid of her because she's annoying. I will actually make mention of one thing about just some stuff that I've been thinking about recently to do with this unit. Peachin, who is another, of course, YouTuber that we've mentioned quite a few times on this channel, did a 140 Amneris versus 140 Sephiroth, basically water versus dark. And Sephiroth did end up winning that. Of course, Sephiroth was, I think, like incredibly well tuned to be good against just everything. So that's always a big consideration. But yeah, I do think he is just insanely good. So just checking out Limit Burst here, and I guess we should see which Sephiroth this is, because there's multiple Sephiroths, and I don't even know what the plural of Sephiroth would be. Sephirai? Psoriasis? That's the 1562, and if we look over here, that's the 1530. So that one's the friend unit, and the hasted one, that is ours. Just run all the stuff. Alright, so basic attack here, you can see pretty strong, only 3% chance of actually being countered against. If we were to just use some of his other attacks, we can get an idea, and we do have pretty good setup here. We can see that we're not getting any defense penetration because he actually has this, but we're still hitting for about 4,000 with that ability. We've already hit that one, so I'll try again. Here you can see, again, the type of damage that we are capable of doing against a high slash. But our Sephiroth does have a barrier up, so you know it's pretty good. So without running any of his actual damage up attacks, also getting that nice little counter here, which is of course pretty cool. And we got our physical evade, which is also cool. Now if we start just trying the other Sephiroth here, the overall build of just using the the human killer and everything, plus the attack up passives, does make him just generally overall better. And yeah, not really too terribly much. I mean, both builds end up being really good because both have good espers and good equipment. But yeah, Sephiroth, definitely a strong, scary, very, very capable unit. Capable of just dishing out massive damage. Still, like, I think maybe after a little bit more time with him, I feel just generally better about him with Amneris. If I am to talk about just his overall weak matchup, it's just against ranged. Every time that there's like a series of extra kind of ranged units, it seems like ice range is his worst matchup, and it'll be interesting to see the following week how Yuffie changes certain meta things, but I guess I'll save that for another video. So hope you guys had a great weekend, or maybe some of you are still having your weekend, and thanks so much for watching, supporting the channel, and see you next time. Take care.